Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new, my name is Savannah, and today I am going to show you how you can make your dog's groom last longer and trim their Grinch feet at home. Today I have Boomer up on the counter with me. I figured most of you guys probably don't have a mobile pet grooming van, so the most likely place you are going to do some at-home grooming is in your own home. I find that grooming a pet up off of the floor gets them up off of the domain that they're usually used to, so they can't get away from you as easily, and it's an easier working height for us to work at. If you don't trust your pet on the counter, I encourage you to have an extra set of hands. I do this with Boomer all the time, so he's used to it, so I trust him being up this high. I also have a towel down on the counter here, just for some extra grip and to protect my countertop. So right now I am going to zoom you guys in. I am going to show you how I trim his Grinch feet and how you can do the same at home. Okay, so for today's video, you are going to need a few tools. As you can see, he's got very Grinchy feet that I have been growing out for a while. This technique can be great for Shelties like Boomer, Pomeranians, Border Collies, Golden Retrievers, etc. This will help your dog's groom last longer. Maybe you're having company over and you just want them to look a little bit more presentable. This is a super easy at-home grooming trick. So what you are going to need is a brush of some sort. I have a slicker brush, a set of shears, and I also have these thinning shears as well, but these are optional and they will clean up your work a little bit and make it look a little bit better. These grooming shears are professional dog grooming shears because I am a dog groomer, but I am actually going to link a set down below that is from Amazon. My friend actually owns this set and she grooms her Sheltie's feet and trims around his ears and his bum with these shears. I've seen them before, and for at-home grooming purposes, they are great. So I am going to link those down below. They look very similar to these ones with the tip right here that isn't sharp, which I prefer for people to use at home. First, we are going to start with just brushing the foot. Let's straighten out my towel here and get them moved over. So you got your foot all brushed out. First, you're going to start by trimming around the bottom of the foot by putting the scissors on the counter and just trimming this nice and round. The fur kind of sticks to this towel here. Now, I encourage you, if possible, don't lift up their foot and trim, because if they move on you, you might accidentally cut them. So try to keep their foot down on the table and trim around. It is nice and rounded now, but you see all this Grinchy stuff that's still sticking up here? What you want to do is take your fingers, put it in between their toes, and pull up this fur. Sorry, my dishwasher keeps beeping at me. So you pull up the fur to get it all out in between their toes. And then this is when your brush comes in. The slicker brush works great for this. You brush all of this up as well. And then have a firm grip on their foot. Take the scissors this way and just cut it off even with the other fur on their foot. So as you can see already, it's already getting cleaned up. You can just kind of pull pieces out. Use the brush again, fluff it up. Trim more. By his dew claw here, he has another little piece that's sticking out, so we'll brush that up, trim it. It's important that your pet is staying still so you don't cut them. As you can see, his foot looks way more cleaned up than this guy over here. Now the thinners come in if you want to kind of clean up your work and make it look more blended, not as many harsh lines. Now also I will mention about the shears. I recommend getting the dog grooming shears because your kitchen scissors will not do a good job of this. Your thinners take off a little bit at a time so you can go over your work and smooth it all out. Okay, so kind of an unflattering angle for Boomer, and there's fur everywhere because I just finished trimming all of his Grinch feet, but I want to show you something that could clean up their feet even more. If you lift up their foot and they have all of this fur right here, you can trim all of that off. Now, if you're familiar with dog clippers, you could use a 15 or a 30 on this and make sure your blade doesn't get hot. Or with scissors, just brush it up. And please only do this if your dog stays still for you, otherwise you might cut them. And just quickly cut off this excess fur. Please do not try to dig your scissors inside all of these little divots because you might accidentally cut them, but to clean it up a little bit more, just cut off all that excess and it looks a lot better. Also, if you're wanting to clean up their legs, you can just brush it all up like this. And then let me see if I can get a better angle for you. There we go. Brush it all up and then just trim it down into their foot, into that nice clean foot you made. So already they're looking a lot more put together. So that is how you can trim your pup's Grinch feet at home. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope you found it helpful. If you haven't already, I encourage you to press the subscribe button down below as I upload new dog videos 1 to 2 times a week. Thanks so much, guys. Have a great day.